Hello, everyone. Oh, I got to move my camera down. Sorry about that. I was busy trying to get things straight. Um, let's see. That way I can see. I think I've got it set up now that I can see who's in here and comments. And then I can see myself. Whew. Well, I ordered a collection. It was actually a suite. I ordered everything in it because it was just so cute from the catalog that goes live tomorrow. And I just knew, I'm looking in the wrong spot. I got to look up. I just knew I would love this suite. And this is my first play with it. And already I'm in love with it. Oh my gosh, it is just so cute. It is going to be one of the cards that I use for my classes. So it's not February. It might be March or April. Or maybe it's not either of them. I don't know, but I was thinking about it. But since I have it, I think I'm going to use it. I may change it because there was one I was going to do, and it had... it was using the paper that Vicki and I are using for our card a day in January. And I said, I'm not ordering any more of it because I mean, I have to make 31 cards. By the end of 31 cards, I don't want to see that paper again because I have to make them all in a row because it's all this month. In case you're wondering about that, Vicki Wright and myself, Vicki is in Australia, are teaming up. And on our Facebook pages, we are doing a card a day in January, and they are actually birthday cards. And we are using the Country Lane Floral DSP or pattern paper and Country Gingham pattern paper. They both go together, and they're Valentine paper, but we're using them for birthdays. And oh my gosh, we have had so much fun with them in creating them. And I just want to show you that because the paper says it's Valentine's Day doesn't mean it has to be a Valentine's Day card. You can use it for other things. So I'm hoping I give you some ideas and that you'll love the paper as much as we have, or pull out your stash and use what you have. Now, I will tell you, we are selling the tutorials at the end of the week. So at the end of this week, we will have 14 tutorials. She's combining hers and mine, and that'll be 14 tutorials. I know I did 4, but it's 14 tutorials to sell you that shows you how we made each card on the tutorial. So with that in mind, I hope you'll head on over to my Facebook page. It's Creations in Paper, and join us. Check out what we've done. We've done 4 days already. So lots of fun. And I link to Vicki's page and Vicki links to mine. So if you're not in the United States, you can still see my card because she links to me. I'm working very hard to get to 500 subscribers. If you like my live, give me a thumbs up. I would love it if you would subscribe. I do a live video every Wednesday at noon Eastern time. And so I do post another video on my regular, it's not on the live link, it's on the content link every Friday. So I'm giving you lots of ideas. I hope you'll join me and try some of my ideas out. If you do not have a demonstrator I'm in the United States and you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to help you out. I offer online classes as well as in-person classes. So join us. You never know. My online classes include a kit, and then I do it through Zoom, and it's it's not face to face, it's Zoom we Zoom so that you can ask me questions as we go about it, as I'm explaining how to do the card. Now my computer says 12 o'clock. My watch says 12:04. I have no clue what time it is because they're not synced. So we'll find out. It might be that the computer is the actual time and my watch is off. Although my watch and my phone are the same time. Isn't it confusing? I don't know why my computer is not the same time as everybody else's, but who knows? I am going to get ready because I have some prep work and start or switch down to my table because I want to show you this cute suite. Now I have to tell you, I was busy making my sample of the DSP to share with you. And I printed it out and I looked at it and the top did not say the name. I had created the file, but I forgot to delete the others that were on there. So it printed the wrong one. So I cut the name off, but I will fix it. But it's called Rain or Shine and it's great paper. I love it. All right, give me a minute to flip this around and to spotlight it. I try to do mine this way so that you don't get dizzy. All right, so there we go. Now, it's a little crooked, so I'm going to try to straighten it out. That's my pokey tool. Oh, I went too far. There we go. All right, so this, it's still not straight. Darn. There we go. Better. And every time I move it, it changes. All right, this is a suite in the new, I call it the Occasions Mini, but it's the January to April mini catalog. And I think the suite is called Playing in the Rain. I'm not positive. I don't have a booklet here and I can't show you the booklet anyway, because after tomorrow I can, but I can't show it till after then. But it has adorable images in here and some cute sentiments. Oh, happy day and rainy days are better with you. And I have to tell you, today's cards were inspired by the paper and they're rainy themed, but it's perfect because we have rain on the Eastern coast. I don't know what the rest of you are getting. I don't know if you're getting snow or what. So there's the stamp set and it does have coordinating dies. And I did pull out one because I'm using one that cut out. Oops, I forgot to flip this over. I always flip this over. It has some clouds. I think that's the flowers. There's a kite. See, I totally missed that. The umbrella. This is the fox. This one is the turtle. That looks like the tail for the kite, but no, they're the tail for the kites. I'm not certain what that is. I may have to play with it. I've got to cut these out. There's some butterflies. That's a puddle. There's a fence. So a stump, grass, some great images in here that, don't go with the stamp set. So you can play with it. Well, there's the puddle. I just noticed it. Obviously, I need to cut these out and stamp it and put it on the back. The other thing this suite has is an embossing folder, and I haven't opened it. I should because it's going to have a glare to it. Of course, now I have to figure out how to get in it. This is the raindrops embossing folder. I don't think we've ever had a raindrops embossing folder. But as you can see, they start out heavy and get lighter down here. So you have to watch that when you emboss your paper. But there's that. That is called Raindrops Embossing Folder. They've gotten better about naming the stamp set, the dies the same. The other thing that's in this suite, and oh my gosh, these are adorable, but just to give you an idea of this size, they have these little tiny daisies, and they are so cute, and they're flat, and they're kind of rubbery. So they're not, I'm going to pull it up a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. But aren't they adorable? They will make some cute cards. All right. So there's that. And then the pattern paper, oops, this didn't go on right. I don't want to be picking daisies up off on my floor. The pattern paper has basic black, balmy blue, Cajun craze, flirty flamingo, mango melody, which they don't have very often, and old olive. And I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to try and show you. I'll pull it closer, but there it is. See, it's got, I don't know, it's shiny. I don't know what they've done to it, but the paper is shiny. So on this piece, the clouds are shiny. On this one, his little coat and the raindrops are shiny. This one has the lines for the raindrops shiny. This one doesn't have anything. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. This one is a bunch of different animals. It's all the animals from the stamp set. And it has the animals. His shell is shiny. We saw that one. That's all the raindrops are shiny on that one. In this one, it's got umbrellas all over. And this umbrella I know is shiny. So there's some there. This one isn't, this one isn't, and this one isn't. I will tell you, in today's card, I used this one, and then this one. So I've used those 3 in today's cards, and I'm going to do 2 for you. So with that, let's get started. And I will fix that so that you have all the information. All right, as I said, I'm going to use the cute little rabbit that's playing in the rain puddle. And I'm going to ink him up with some Memento. And I'm going to stamp him on here. All right, so I've got him there. Now, I thought it would be fun to do some coloring with my colored pencils. So I'm going to pull in, that's Bermuda Bay, but I think if I do it light enough, I'll do it really light. I don't want it too dark for my puddle. All right. And then I'm going to use a blender pen to smooth it out. I love the look of the colored pencils. They're actually called watercolor pencils. I don't use watercolor with them. I do it all with the blender pen. All right. So far, I've got that little puddle colored. Can't talk. All right. Let's make this little rabbit, and I'm going to do him brown. Now, my brown has several colors. Is not a brown. I have old sets, and I think this is the one that's not a brown. No, this is not. That is, oh, it says Rich Razzleberry. But see, I have 3 that look brown, but one is not. So let me do some scribbling here. That's a dark one. That one is not. I think I'm going to use this one. I think this would be too dark. So I'm going to use this one. And this was one of the first sets that Stampin' Up! Came out with. So back then, they didn't have names on them. So, and I'm going to avoid the center. And I think I have a flirty flamingo that I can do in the center. I'll just be very careful with it. Because I don't have the pink. Oh, wait a minute. I have Melon Rainbow. I'll do it real light again. Yeah. I don't know why I'm whispering. So just give it a little hint of pink. And then his nose is going to be black. All right. And then I'm going to color his body. I'm going to put that one away before I grab it by mistake. So let's get him colored. And I tend to color in circles so I don't get lines, although I've never had that issue. I started coloring and the rain is coming down here. All right, now I need to do his little raincoat. And I think I'm going to do it in a green. And there's Old Olive, and this is Old Olive. So I'm going to use the Old Olive to color him in. I did cut all my paper ahead of time. All right, so. All right, there we go. All right, let's get this little guy colored. All right, I'm going to do his nose. And by coloring lightly, it doesn't, oh, he's going to have some pink ears. Woohoo. That's okay. Let's do his jacket and then I'll do his body. Now, when you use a blender pen with watercolor crayons or pencils, I should say, that's what they are, you need to clean it off in between your colors because it picks up the color on your tip. Now this is stained, it won't come off. If you scribble off on scrap paper, it cleans it. All right, now let's clean this little, or blend this little guy out, and then I'll show you a close-up. All right. And I did use Memento because I've had good luck with it not smearing. Every once in a while I get a spot. And if you're afraid it's going to smear, just take and stamp it and then color it another day. All right, so I've got that. Now I'm going to move this out of the way to my next card. All right, so look at this little guy. Isn't he adorable? And he is loving life playing in the rain. So I'm going to take and cut him out. And wait till you see this card idea. Well, it doesn't cut out the puddle underneath of him. I will take and cut that out separately and use it because I do want to use it. All right, I didn't realize it didn't cut out the puddle. It just cuts out him. But I will cut it out. I will fussy cut it and use it. So, all right, now. It says I have one visitor in here. I don't know if that's my iPad or not, but if it isn't, say hello, tell me where you're from. All right, now I'm going to use my scissors and fussy cut this out because I'm going to put it underneath of him, or at least I'm going to try anyway. It may not work, but we'll see. So it's not a hard image to cut out. All right, I'm going to cut that off just because it's easier to fussy cut with less on there. But he needs that puddle. I guess I could have stamped the other one, but this one is a bigger one than the other one. So let's see what happens. Now, this is a mini slimline card. I ran across an idea and it uses this one's the back side. They're like check envelopes. And I got these at Dollar Tree. So $1.25 for 40, but I loved the size of it. So I decided to use that. So my card base is white and I based my card base on the size of my envelope. So I started with a card base of 7 by 6 1/4 because the envelopes are 3 5/8 by 6 1/2. Then I scored it in the middle. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to put it in the back. All right. That didn't score very well. It's not straight. Let me fix it. Better. I'll flip it over so it looks more straight on there. So I'm going to put this on here. Now I have to tell you, I was having issues with this the other day. I'd been gone for the holidays and I hadn't used it and it didn't want to come out. But I did get it flowing, and once I get it flowing, then it's okay. So I have to push it. There it goes. Once I get it flowing, it works, but I don't know why. Okay. Can you hear that rain? Oh my goodness. It is really coming down. Perfect card for today. Okay, there we go. All right, so there's my card base. The next thing I have is a piece of balmy blue. And this one is going to go down and it's just a little shorter than the background. And I'm going to put this one on flat. This piece is, where's my ruler? I can tell you the sizes. This piece is 6 by 3 1/4. This piece is 1 3/4 by 5 3/4. All right, so then this is going to go not quite center, but up just a little bit. Or not quite center, but down a little bit, I should say, not up. This is the piece that's going to go on top of here. And I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. So I'm going to put dimensionals here. Oh, and you know what? I hope I have enough dimensionals here. I may not. I may have to grab another set of them. I've been using my paper pumpkin ones, trying to use them up. So I've got pieces everywhere. Oh, there's some that I can use. All right, here's some that are, I'm just grabbing whatever I have laying here at this point. I want to put this across the back or the bottom because I want it supported. And then I'll put these across the top. And I'm going to cut out. I'm not going to cut them apart because I'll lose them. But these little tiny pieces I'll save. I may need to use those for my little rabbit. I'm going to put 4 across here. All right, so I've got that. I'm not going to put any in the center. I should put 1 there and 1 there. I will. All right, hold on here. I've got some others. I can use. When you have dimensionals, use all of them up. Now let me get my pokey tool. And pick off my backs. Ooh, thunder. Interesting. Okay, this is the bottom. All right. So this goes on right about there. All right, so there's that. Now all I have to add is my cute little guy here. I have to decide where I'm going to put him. I did use a scrap paper. Oh, I think I'm going to put him over here. I didn't put a lot of sentiment, but we'll see. All right, now this needs to go underneath of him. So I'm going to put this on first because that will tell me where to put my little guy. All right. I want to put that right there. All right, now he's going to go right there, but I'm going to pop him up. So lots of, I'm going to use some of these tiny pieces down here for his feet and get rid of those. There's this. I'm going to have to use 2 at the top. So I'm going to use, where's my, I've got this one here. Because this is popped up, it's going to have 2 at the top, or it won't lay right. It'll be wonky. So I will use these half ones and put them on like so. And what this does is the bottom one would make it even with this layer, and then the extra one makes it even with the rest of these. I know it's crazy, but it works. And I'm just going to take these off with my fingers. They've already kind of started. All right, that one's off. It's stuck to me. All right, now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get his foot lined up. And there it is. Oh my gosh. What sentiment is in there? I think there's one. Oh, there's one that says, "Oh, happy day." Let's see if I can find a scrap paper, and I'll use this. And I didn't bring out my balmy blue. I'll just stamp it in black on a scrap piece of paper and fussy cut around it to give it a shape. All right, here we go. So here's my black. All right, so I don't have to worry about whether it's straight or not because I'm going to take my scissors. I think it would have looked better in the blue, but it might have been lost. So now I'm going to fussy cut around. This one's a fairly easy. If you have a punch, you could easily use the punch to cut it out, but this will work. All right, so there's my "Oh, happy day." And let's put it on with dimensionals. And I've got some here. I'm trying to conserve so I don't have to worry for the next one, but I think I'm okay for the next one. But isn't this a cute size card? I just love it. It's such a great size. Now, I think I'm going to put it right there. And there it is. The finished card is actually 3.5 by 6 1/4. And it fits really well in this envelope. I'll just show you. They had 2 different kinds of Hobby Lobby. I got the one that all I have to do is peel it off. But see, it fits in there perfectly. And this only takes 1 stamp. So there's card 1. Let me move it over here out of my way. The next card is a regular card. And let's see, I need to do some moving of things around to pull out the next one. I did end up using, I think anyway, some retired gems because they were just too perfect. They matched it so great. This one, I'm using this paper, and this is actually Mango Melody and Flirty Flamingo. Not a combination I was real fond of, but I got it. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing with this guy. I'm going to stamp him. Excuse me. on a panel. And I believe this panel is 3 by 3 because I did have to change my size. Yes, I was going to use a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Wasn't big enough. I couldn't get the whole guy on there. Now I have to kind of watch this, and I haven't stamped him to see. So hopefully he's stamped on there straight. Okay. Woohoo, he is. All right. I'm going to wait on my sentiment because I don't know if I have to use the if I use black or mango. It may need to be black because it may not show up on there, or flirty flamingo, I should say. Okay, let's see. Do I have flirty flamingo? That's melon. That's pumpkin pie. I don't have. This says pumpkin pie, but let's see if it is. Sometimes they're not. I could go for mango. Let's do his little jacket in the mango. All right, so I've got that. Now we got to do his hat. It's got to match. This is a cute little fox. And I will do his, this one. I'm not certain which one this one is. I don't know what I did with my scrap paper. Let me pull this one in. See, that's the same color. This one might be more mango. It looks like it. I'll go over top of it. We'll combine them and let's see what we get. We might come up with mango. All right, so I've got that. He's colored in. Now he needs to be a reddish brown. I may use the darker brown. Let me see. No, that one is not the right color. I think I'm going to go with this one because it looks like a reddish brown. I'll throw some brown on top of it. Okay, so we'll get him colored in. Okay, get his little paws. All right, now I'm going to do his ears and his face. He looks like he's having a good time in the rain. Okay. That one doesn't look too bad. What color should I use for his, let's see, what colors are in here? I don't have flirty flamingo. I have Calypso coral. Let's do Calypso coral. And I'll just do it real light. So that it looks a little bit like flirty flamingo. Yeah, if you want darker colors, you just color darker. Now I need something here. I need a really light brown. Let's see, what's this? Let me use this and I'm going to color it so light it isn't funny. All right, let's get this little guy colored in. First thing I'm going to do is his tail. Scribble off. Ooh, that is kind of a reddish brown for a fox, isn't it? Love it. Let's color his face. Have you seen the new catalog? Have you gotten yours in the mail? Okay, if you don't have a demonstrator you're working with and you want one, send me a message. I'll be glad to send you one. All right, I'm gonna see, this says it's pumpkin pie. That's more mango to me. I don't know if I did his little hands. I don't think I did. I went back and fixed it. All right, there. Now, the only thing I have left is the umbrella. Not bad. All right, let's get our little guy put together. Move this out of the way. Actually, I need to move it way over there because I'll switch. Now, this is going to go on my card. And my card base is Fleur de Flamingo. And I cut a piece of Fleur de Flamingo, I thought, to go behind him. But where is it? Where did my Fleur de Flamingo piece go? I know I cut a piece. Let me get this on. Maybe it'll show up. There it is. All right, I can put both of these together at the same time. See, look at all that. Now his shell and his umbrella is outlined. This, his little jacket and his umbrella. So that little pig is cute. I saw him and it reminded me, I'm going to date myself here. Peppa Pig. Michaela used to watch Peppa Pig and loved it. But he reminded me of Peppa Pig. I don't know if he is or not, but he reminded me. Okay, flip this over because that side's off a little. I'm going to put this down. This is going to go on my card base. Not my card base, but my layer. This I'm going to put on with dimensionals. Now, are we going to make it with dimensionals? Let's see. Right, I've got to cut this up. I might make it with all that I have here, just using pieces. I'm going to put one here and I'm going to put one more on. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to cut this piece off and use this. And I have all kinds of little tiny pieces over here, like so. All right. I still have my sentiment. And I pulled out another retired item for that. I don't know if the clouds in the stamp set or the dies would cut it out or not, but I'm going to put this here. I'm going to pull him over. And then I have a scrap piece of paper and I have the rainy days are better with you. I'm going to try it with the Fleur de Flamingo. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see. Hopefully it'll look okay. And then I have this, it's a tree punch, but you could use it as a cloud. So I'm going to use that to cut mine out. And this paper just fits in there. So let me grab a piece of a Post-it note to hold it. And there we go. See, isn't that a cute cloud? So if you've got that old one, keep it. All right, and I'm going to put a glue dot on this side. There's my glue dots, so I can only because, again, it's going to be overlapping here and I don't want to put a dimensional. All right, I'm looking for my dimensionals now. All right, I can cut this one. And that'll give me 2. So there's 1. And here's my other one. And then I need 1 here. Do I have a piece already cut? Yes, I do. I can take this end. There we go. All right, let me take my backs off. And we'll add our gems to this one. All right, I'm gonna put that on like so. Oh, it looks fine with that. All right, there's that one. Now, these are the silver, excuse me, silver and clear epoxy essentials. This to me looks like a raindrop. So guess what? I am gonna add it to my card. I don't know if it's retired or not, but if it is and you have some in your stash, pull them out. You can use them. Here's one. All right. Somebody gave me these and put that one there. I don't know if they're retired. I think I looked and they were, but it was like, you know what? All right, good. Here's this. I don't want to put it there. Let's put some out here. I'm going to put 5 on because I have a lot of them. I haven't even used this. All right. And if you have these, it's better than trying to slide it off to put your, oh, you've got to be careful. See what happened? This is useless now because there's no sticky on there and the silver is there. That's the silver. So when you do this, make sure you get your, kind of bend it to get your tool underneath so you don't pull off that silver backing, because that's what gives it the silver look. All right. There we go. 2 cute cards using the Playing in the Rain suite of products. It will be in the occasions catalog, goes live tomorrow, and it's only good through April, the end of April. Excuse me. So don't miss out on this one. Cute, cute ideas. I can't wait to play with this some more. All right, I'm going to get ready and I'm going to remove the spotlight, spotlight my face, and I'm going to get this out of my face and I'm going to sit down, and I hope you enjoyed my cards today. A little bit longer than normal because I had, I wanted to tell you about the suite, but there they are. Love these images. Great way. This one didn't have to be a square. It could have been more of a rectangle, but that's okay. It worked out fine. So I will be here next Wednesday at noon Eastern time with another idea or two. Just depends. And I hope you will join me. Have a great day and stay dry or warm if it's snowing. Bye.